Welcome back, students. Today I am going to start your fourth chapter, that is matter. Matter is anything that occupies space and has mass. As for example, if we put a stone into a glass filled completely with water, some water will overflow. This is because the stone replaces the water to occupy its space in the glass. The amount of space occupied by matter is called its volume. And in case of mass, the amount of matter contained in an object is known as its mass. More the amount of matter in an object, greater it is mass. For example, body of an elephant has a greater amount of matter than that obviously of a monkey. So an elephant has more mass than a monkey. So now we are going to classify the matter into solid, liquid and gas. In the page number 42, there is an activity where some examples of matter is given. You have to find out which is solid, liquid and gas. This is your homework. Do it in the book. Mark whichever is solid and whichever is liquid and whichever is gas. So arrangement of the molecules in three states of matter, that is in solid, liquid and gas, have three types of arrangements of molecules. As you know about the molecules in the previous chapters, from there we can get an idea about it. A substance can exist in different states because of the differences in the arrangement of the molecules. The molecules of a substance are held together by a force of attraction, which is called the intermolecular force of attraction. Molecules that lie close attract one another more strongly than molecules that lie far apart. Depending upon the strength and the intermolecular force, we can classify it in solid, liquid and gases. Now let's know about it. What is solid? The intermolecular force is the strongest in the solid items. That is, the intermolecular space between the molecules in solid is practically absent. Almost it seems very less. And the molecules are closely packed to each other. So, in case of this state, the molecules in solid hardly move about. In this tight arrangement of molecules gives solid a definite shape and definite volume. In case of liquid, the intermolecular force of attraction in liquid is not as strong as in the solid. So, the intermolecular space in liquids is more than that in the solids. That means the molecules are less closely packed. The molecules are in a liquid can move around within the liquid. That is why liquids have the property of being able to flow. In case of gases, the intermolecular force of attraction is very negligible in gases. So the intermolecular space is in the gas is the largest in comparison to the liquid and solid. As a result, the molecules in gases are very far apart and completely free to move around in the directions. So due to the arrangement, the molecules in gases fill the entire space available to them. So gases have no definite shape or volume. Based on these characteristics, we can also make a tabular form to give the differences between solid, liquid and gases. Now in the page number 43, if you go to the book, you can see the activity 2, where it is written there, show that there is spaces between molecules of proper matter. What is it? You have to do some arrange some marbles in a beaker and put some sugar crystals over the marbles, and what you observe, that sugar fills the space between the marbles. From here we can easily prove that cohesive force. What is cohesive force? The intermolecular force of attraction between molecules of the same kind is called cohesive force. So it is that one which holds the molecules of an element or a compound together. For example, water molecules stick to each other to form a dewdrop because of the cohesive force between them. When the cohesive force is very strong, the molecules remain almost fixed in their position. When the cohesive force is weak, the molecules start to move around. So, in liquid and In case of gas, cohesive force is very less. The molecules move randomly, constantly changing their directions. This is called Brownian motion. That is, the movement of molecules in liquids and gases in random motion always occurs. It is only because of the collide with the other moving molecules. Brownian motion is named after the Scottish scientist Robert Brown. Only he has invented this force, and according to him, the force is known as Brownian motion. Properties of matter in different states, like properties of solids. Solids have a definite shape and definite volume. The positions of the molecules in a solid are fixed, so solids have definite shape. In case of solids are incompressible, second property. A solid can't be compressed because its molecules are very closely packed, but to the small extent, solids expand on being heated and contract on being cooled. The third property is solids have a high density. The density of substance is the amount of matter it contains per unit volume. So, in solids, the molecules are very close to one another, therefore they possess a high density. And solids do not diffuse. Means the intermixing of molecules of different substances on their own is called diffusion. Due to strong forces of attraction, the molecules of solids do not leave their fixed position to move away from one another. Therefore, the solids, we can say, do not. Liquids. The first property is liquids do not have a definite shape but have a definite volume. In case of liquid, the molecules are loosely packed. This allows the movement of the molecules. They are free to move around and slide, slip and glide over one another. Hence, we can say that they do not have the definite shape, but they have the definite volume. So, in case of liquids, do not have a definite shape. They take up a definite amount of space in a container. So, it possesses a definite volume. Next is liquids have a tendency to flow. Means a liquid generally flows because its molecules are able to slide, slip and glide to each other. And the third one is liquids can't be compressed much. In liquids, though the molecules are still quite close together, the spaces between them are more than those between the molecules of solids. Therefore, we can say liquids can be compressed a little. The last, fourth and fifth conditions are there. The liquids have less density as compared to solids, and liquids can diffuse. In case of solid, solids do not diffuse, but in case of liquids diffuse. The intermolecular force of attraction is weaker than that in the solids. So, molecules in the liquid can diffuse and mix with another liquid. For example, if you pour a drop of little bit of ink into a beaker of water, the ink will be spread slowly through the water and it will be mixed to each other. Molecular space that is present in the gases is maximum, and there is negligible intermolecular force of attraction. So the molecules move freely all around in a closed container and fill the entire space irrespective of its shape or sizes. The next one is gases have maximum fluidity or capacity to flow. Since the molecules of gases move about freely, they flow easily. And the third one is gases are highly compressible. Means there is a lot of empty space between the molecules of a gas. They can be easily compressed. It means that a large amount of liquefied petroleum gas or the compressed natural gas, that means CNG gases, are compressed and put inside relatively small cylinders for our use. It is already at our home also we can see. And gases have very low density. They can diffuse very rapidly. Means the molecules in gases move move very quickly in all directions. As a result of this random motion, the molecules of one gas can rapidly move into the space between the molecules of another gas. And the last one is gases in a closed container exert uniform pressure on the walls to the container. When gas molecules hit the walls of the container, they cause pressure. The more molecules that hit the walls, the higher the pressure. This is why the pressure is in a balloon goes up when we are blowing it up, and too much pressure, they sometimes bursts. Students, today up to this much, learn the chapter from the book also nicely and wait for my next post. Thank you.